Well, probably not another not easy one, but God, it was actually Taz that had sent me this through Facebook, and like I see lots of resisting the lies vids. I do suspect he feels I don't share them enough, but like fuck me, I'm number one recommendation. I'm not saying everything he does is beyond reproach, but he's certainly on the pulse as regards many things, not least of which is well, as I said in a comment underneath one of Derek Domino's videos with the title, Her 13-year-old brother saved her from, and because it's YouTube, we have to, well, yet again, it's the controlling of words. We can't say rape. Oh, I'll fucking do it. Because that was, yeah, saved her from rape by an African migrant. Yeah. My comment was that young man is a credit to your nation. Because, I'm not Irish, but oh God, I mean, I was across there in 2000 and I could already see things change. Like, when they were first lured into the euro. And I thought, that's going to cost them. It really is. Interest rates went through the floor. So they were like, wow, hey, the Celtic Tiger. But I just thought, that never ends well. But, and by God, are they paying for it? Because being part of Europe, they're being thrown in. Hey, here's that low interest rate to begin with. Now you're paying for it. Uncontrolled immigration. You're basically no longer a priority in your own nation. Full stop. It's demonstrably the case in every aspect. And in this particular video, as Derek Domino puts eloquently,
African man broke into a normal suburban home and attempted to burgle it, and he then noticed one of the occupants, a 16-year-old girl. He bundled her up the stairs into their bathroom, locked them both in, and attempted to do the most heinous, vile, evil act that we can imagine. To her, he attempted to grape her. This was only prevented when her...
I mean, we really should be seeing this on YouTube. Why is it we can't see the words that need to be said? I mean, really, we should. Because if we are having to keep humouring this, we're engaging in this suppression of reality of speech. Speech is so important. It really bloody is. Facebook, let me see. Roughly a day ago, I saw this. Scottish Daily Express, the Restore Britain leader claimed that legislation spearheaded by Humza Yousaf impacts what Scots say in their own homes. That's the case now. You could be in your own home inviting somebody as a guest, for argument's sake, bite to eat, whatever. And if the guest, that individual you invited into your home, is offended by what you say, you could be up on hate speech charges. I mean, literally. Think about this. I mean, my comment was, there was a time that the greatest thing about being Scottish was being able to say what you think. And it's true. Seriously. When you look, I mean, as a nation, and you look historically, one of the most, in many ways, successful nations in the world because of the diversity, the true diversity of opinion, and still being able to get on with people. I disagree with you on that, blah, 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 all the rest of it. But, when we lose any confidence to be able to vent our thoughts, speak, talk, for fear of offending people from whatever minority or disability, because all these things tie in. This is about a type of spell casting. If you looked at politicians as network to cultists, seriously. Anyway, when I had said, and I'll repeat, there was a time that the greatest thing about being Scottish was being able to think, able to say what you think. And I mean, that 73 thumbs up, fair enough. But somebody came back with, what is it you want to see you can't? And weird, emoji. And I went, okay, Let's try. There's only two genders. Somebody replied, oh, them's fighting words. No, but seriously, this is where we're at. So I'm going to leave you a link to Derek Domino's vid. I'll also leave you a link to Resisting the Lies vid. And somebody actually asked them, do you have the original vid? And if you're listening, DJ, you should be doing that more often. Always leave a link to the source material. It's appreciated, it really is. And this, to me, is an example of Agenda 21. Quite literally, honestly, where UN goes. And it's happening in Ireland as it's happening in so many Western nations. And they don't see it. They don't realise the size of the network. They've no interest in the New Age movement, Theosophists, Humanists, and so many others. And other networks. The complexity of this is enormous. And most people just talk about the net result of what's being allowed. They're not looking at who's allowing it and how motivated they are. And I'll speak to you soon.